Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Oilers. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion. As I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Oakland Raiders taking on the NFC champions. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides coming with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
It's time to get this one started as here we go. Super Bowl 61 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it.
Here's Vick. And all right away, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the football back for a touchdown. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. Wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And this whole line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
3rd and long for Vick. That one complete to Bettis. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And the punt team on now as this one's set away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
This one taken in by Hester. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whenever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man in the crossing route. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch in the Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
And the big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs? Because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And look at the defensive starters now for the Raiders. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because his feeling was good, solid performance. see some improvement in this week's game.
They always want improvement, don't they?
They certainly do.
It was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Yeah, great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now they'll try the outside here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play, that's a -4.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Vick now. They'll find Tanner. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back in the 38. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the right. It didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. He's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as the Super Bowl progresses?
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On play action, they'll throw. By the caught by Hester. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
One of the selling points of the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now they'll run on the ball. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Catch made here by He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Second and 3. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked up. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So out come the Raiders. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time. Closer. Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, that's a field goal attempt for him.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Vic. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
One of the feature points in the end round is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Vic readies to throw. A throw left side, complete to Bonico. And getting this just shy of midfield, is spotted at the 49. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And they'll give it here to his running back. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 12, Vic. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he got blown out. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Here's Vic. He finds Taylor, complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach in. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Given 14 yards on the opening play of the drive and also given the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a third down. With third down, he'll drop the throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about a really good field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run with Sears. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Back to throw. Going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights, and it has to be a nice feeling. Right where he left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. First down, Vick. They'll hit Jackson, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 31-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Vick. And he's going to keep it here.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
To throw, Vick. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man, that's no effect. The tight end. And they work this right upfield across the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. They were in zone defense.
mismatch.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Campbell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, it's Campbell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively, and now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively, they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll set up to throw. They're able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
They'll run it now. Out of down. And they'll take this one down to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Oilers 10, Raiders nothing.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. No way for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down again.
And earlier we were talking about this more in basketball as a football player, but that's adopted in this case. He's a stack sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. It worked out pretty well for him, too.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Vic, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. And he's going to go down. He backs Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. It's been perfect. You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Taken in at the 11. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
2nd and 9 now. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They're running now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try and fight for it here at Campbell. And he's got the first before he's put down at the 39-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
What were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. This one taken in by Hester. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, he's got him complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, maybe a defensive end dropping out in the zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Looking to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. They'll go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Not too many teams that use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? He'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception would go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And he works free. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A late 1st down, 17 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Well, run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, really in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And it's caught by Jackson. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They'll get to him, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's the Raiders punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And they want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
On play action, no throw. He's going to fire it deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
The 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers, and, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
See if he can do just that. The throw on second down from Vick, incomplete. Now here's Vick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and leads to 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. That's going to bring out the 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They bring their punter out there now, standing just outside his own goal line. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. That hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe you've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
However, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Vick now from the 50. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And then will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Thomas, the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means
rush coming, and he's taken down. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up a play. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
For the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. They ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Trying to shake out the interception. He'll look to throw. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
On first down, it's Campbell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and
they'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 30. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. And they'll get this down to the 10. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's his third sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially got 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
We're in those golden high tops as well.
2 yards is all they're getting on the completion. It's 4th down.
I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Out is Myers for the Seahawks field goal.
A 29-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the lead stands. It's 15-0. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. Well, the first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Looking to go back to Thomas again. That'll bring up second down. Vic to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Vic now. This is caught by Johnson. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Vic. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Vic. And he's going to be driven down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing, Vic. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Vic. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end. And now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And this is, unfortunately for him, a montage he's probably not going to want to keep here for his finals.
And I'm not so sure that he would describe it as a spotlight, although it is beating down on him pretty well, as is the rush. He's been hit, harassed, uncomfortable. It's been a really, really tough day for him.
Been sacked 6 times. See all that pressure coming from all angles. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. This is the tight end fake. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the Super Bowl.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll run it now out of the game. It's a pickup of 12 and they'll set up a 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 12 yards. It's now 3rd down and 4.
They'll look to throw here. That'll be caught. It's Hester. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. The incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the draw, it's Sayers. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. zone now. They'll look to throw. And he goes now. It's caught. touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try to get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Blitz coming, down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Vic readies to throw. The throw here is complete. And given 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards as they pick up, and that'll lead to a third down. To throw. Vic steps away. He can run for it, and he will.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and this regular season, they got it done on that one. And the ball was delivered and picked up the completion.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. It's caught by Jackson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Vic. On the move to his left. He may try to run for this. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And caught by Thomas for a Brooklyn touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders get a score closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go out and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for two. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he gets to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Pretty good full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. On play action, they'll throw. Finally caught by Hester. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Heavy rush and down he goes.
Coach can cook them all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. Yeah. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. On 1st down, Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Vick. And he will find his man on the outside. Given 12 yards that time and an open first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Taylor. Defensively, a solid response after giving us back-to-back first downs.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and goal.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Vick, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA and power forward. It's really a difficult task.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 8, but it's not enough. 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And now out comes Houston. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Again, they run with Campbell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of ground.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Haney. And it's said and done. It's a 58-yard run. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
The 29-yard line.
Now we give running left. It's Bettis. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Now here's Vick. He finds Taylor, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get 6 on the dump off, but it'll bring out the 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Taken in at the 22. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give it 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 35-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd
On 2nd down, it's Campbell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Campbell making the catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end full. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Completion number 3.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, who can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll set up the throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The pass on third down. Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Brings up fourth down and goal.
On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
No need points.
Big time.
This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the mark. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The 2nd down and 10th in, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Vick. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now out comes Houston. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board. 3 points is 3 points. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily, though.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. So a bit of traffic there, and that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Looking to throw. That is caught at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Now that's a big pickup right there. So often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Play fake here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. They'll look to throw here. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
First and goal through the 10s, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound good, it's like counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run There's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards out to the 27-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a scoring note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. They'll wind up getting 9 after taking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vick out to his left. He's going to take off for them. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here to the 1st down. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Vick to throw it toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. There's Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Vick now. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, getting a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Given 3 on 1st down, it'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Campbell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
To throw. And the pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
On these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
For the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So yet another field goal to end the drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up the line.
Gain there at 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars in the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Vic readies to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw, Vic. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Vic. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
First down and 10.
And now out comes Houston. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I tell you, I'm beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Second and long. Oh, he's got one right off and complete. And that worked this right upfield across the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
They'll run on first down. Campbell. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
At their 48-yard line.
Second and 9 now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, it's Campbell. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and then get anywhere close to a first down.
Now on fourth down, as the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That throw by Vic incomplete. On second down, Vic again. A throw left side, complete to Biletnikoff. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
To win any, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Check, butt stick. Check, butt stick.
Throwing again on second down. Vick. He's got Biletnikoff. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. One last shot for Michael Vick. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. The 30. 10. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they have their ways. That's when that pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, "What are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out?" He said, "Oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two."
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. So we had action to the very end of this one to score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, "That's what I want all the time," and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.